Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thurman Alden Brunson. I'd like to welcome you to People Are Normal show and a giant new Wednesday to us all. Tonight uh, is a special night, special show tonight. Um, this show is for Miss Neha Dhupia, the beautiful actress in India. Recently, she was involved in a automobile mishap, and but she's well. She's doing fine from what I'm told, and she's back to work and everything. So I say to Miss Dhupia, I say to Neha, I love you, and I really, I really am sad about the events that happened. But for right now, I'd like to introduce myself as Alden Brunson so that he can sort of enlighten people about the relationship that I have created with Mr. Pia. Not so much as what she's created, but the relationship that I have created for certain reasons beknownst to the powers that be. So here's Alden Brunson. Hello, everyone. Hello, Neha. And I'd like to say hello to the people of India. I'd like to say hello to Miss Dhupia and Mr. Dhupia. And I'd like to say that I'm really sad about what has occurred. And I'm so happy that Neha is doing well. Um, I don't want to. I'm not trying to explain anything, but I do. If there's forgiveness involved, I really wish, for forgiveness, if that is what is involved. But I do know at the time before, um, the day before the incident, I was studying for my driver's license. I don't have a driver's license. And I was studying for the driver's license, and I was actually prepared to, get an automobile so I can get around a little bit. But I thought about that, and then I thought about, how sometimes people are connected, and, sometimes that the powers that be, especially in the scheme of things, when things are, given much thought, when things are given great thought, sometimes that these are the effects of those thoughts that, the things that you do sometimes, it can affect the relationship. But in order for me to really explain, um, how I came about knowing or becoming interested in Miss Neha Dhupia, is I want to show you just a little scene from a movie called Julia, and this was about maybe 3 years ago. I think she was about 33 years old when I first saw this movie. Here it is. As you can see, she's a very, very talented, beautiful, wonderful, and fine actress. And like I said, she was Miss India a few years ago. But at the time that I become interested in her, I was working as a security officer at a place called Reliance Electric uh, in Ohio, in America. And well, just before just before that, I was still working in security, but I used to go to a gas station, and I used to gas station, then get my a deli, or a deli station, and where I'd get gas, to go to work just about every you know couple of days a week. And there were Pakistani friends of mine, and they, you know, we were pretty friendly, for customers and stuff like that. And one day, I noticed a young lady. She was Pakistani, and she was very friendly with me. But I thought it was the owner's wife. So I never said anything to her, and but she was, she gave me a lot of smiles, and I felt very comfortable and warm. And but later, I said, I'm just gonna ask, just to ask and see what's going on. And he said it was his daughter. I said, oh, his daughter. I said, wow, where is she? Then I really became interested then. And he said, well, she's in India. She's going to school in India. She had gone. But then maybe a week later, I'm sitting in the office there, and I'm looking on the computer, and I don't, for some reason, I guess it's implicit thinking, automatic thinking, or the powers that be, or intuitiveness, intuitive nature of the thing. And I just happened to look at movies, but the first thing that came on the computer was Indian movies. So I never had seen an Indian movie before. I really didn't know anything about Indian culture or Indian ways or anything like that. And so I'm going through the movies, and I happen to come to this movie that says Julia. And I looked at it, and it was nice. I said, I think I'm just gonna just look at this movie, see what's happening with it. It was written in English, but they were speaking Indian. So I don't, for some reason, I said, wow, I really like. Matter of fact, it reminded me so much of someone very dear to me. Like I said, I'm the nature of the thing, and somehow, it, my mind started working. My imagination and my intuitive nature, all these things with the power that be started working, and so I continued to look at all the movies. I became very, very interested, not obsessed, mind you, but very interested. Not nothing, like somebody who's trying to stalk somebody or anything. It was nothing like that, believe me. I'm of good moral character, and I'm proud of that about me. About me. Like I said, my mother raised me proper, morally proper in our household. But anyway, as time went on, I started to, just watch her movies, and more and more. And I started thinking about it, So I created an account with Google, which I call the Google Pad. I don't know how many of people have seen, but I started collecting her photographs and some of her videos, and then I would sort of incorporate her videos and my videos on the Google, and I called it Google Pad. And so I looked around and I found uh, a $25 million mansion, sales of a mansion. I said, well, I'm gonna create this. You know how birds? You ever seen the Birds of Paradise? Birds of Paradise, when they get together, they'll create something like I just did. I was like a bird of paradise. I created my pad for a girl. I'm to interest her so that she would become interested in me. So that's what it was all about. So that she could become interested, Neha Pia become interested in me, Thurman Alden Brunson, or Alden. And so as time went on, I started communicating with her. I started, sort of like writing her letters and memos and stuff like that, getting acquainted with her, just letting her know that, I was interested in her, but I know she got millions and millions of fans, gentlemen who's interested in her, so I never really thought that I would maybe make any difference, I'm just another guy out there. But, you know, I was still being acquainted with her, where people thought I was acquainted with her. That would make my show a little bit better. And so, not that I tried to come up on her because I was already popular. And like most people know in America, that I'm sort of the type of person that likes privacy. I love my privacy. I don't like nobody in my personal space, for no reason. And so most people know that. So I didn't do it for her and for myself to become popular with people. I didn't do it for that. And believe me, I got her attention implicitly and explicitly, for one reason. And that's because I was reading one day, reading some news about her, and they say she was number 10, as an actress, model, and stuff like that. She was number 10, I think it was even lower than number 10. And I'm saying to myself, why isn't she a number one supermodel or a super actress? Why is it like that? So I said, well, I think I might be able to help out. So, and all of that was the ingredients in creating my Google pad, where sort of like me and her pad that we live together and stuff like that. Okay, I wanted to be a good influence on her. A good influence, not a bad influence, a good influence. I wanted her to become that supermodel. I even told her, I said, I want you to become the supermodel. I want you, all those things. I'm trying to help you. It's not so much as helping me become popular or helping me to be a success, because I could do that if I wanted to. I know what to do if I want, but that's not it. See, I got this right here to think of. I got to maintain this. I got to protect this right here. And I don't like people getting involved in it too much. I do a lot of dreaming. You know what I mean? A lot of dreaming. I do too much dreaming. Too much dreaming. And I like privacy. So now enough on that subject. But like I said, I wanted to be a good influence with her. Neha has been a reflection, almost like a wife-in-law. You know what a wife-in-law is? Just like a wife-in-law to me. Now I'm divorced from my first wife, but Neha became like a wife-in-law, and she sort of start fulfilling those needs, for me. And so she became like a wife-in-law. I went to New York, and when I was moving, I'm thinking about her. More Maya money. Yeah, but I was thinking about something. Excuse me, Neil. I get that way sometimes. But anyway, uh, so she, that reflection of someone was very, very dear to me. Very dear to me. What's going on. Like you said, like I said before, there's implicit thinking. I want to say things, and then one mind tell me to say. You ever heard anybody say, "Oh yeah, I was going to do this, or I was going to do this, I was going to say that," but one mind told me to do something. Okay, I got that problem here. I be thinking, I be wanting to do something. One mind say this, one mind, but what that one mind is that be saying these things is saying things I don't want to hear. It's negativism. And I'm not about that negativism that I be hearing. Because I can do without it if I want to be a success. I don't want her. I seen her. She did a video. She did a video where she was being interviewed, and all these little creatures, man. She had these little creatures on there, man, little raccoons or something, a little bit. That kind of stuff, going through your mind. Ducks and devils and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So psychologically, we have to deal with stuff like that. Things I don't like to deal with. And I try to get rid of it any way I can. A lot of people take medication. I don't take medication about it. I got my own ways of maintaining my sanity. You understand? But I can do without all that. You see? But anyway, like I said, she's been a wife and lot of me. We went to New York. We sat down, we watched the movie and carrying on. And I held her hand, I told her my name, but that was the extent of it, To me, I felt married. The way the thing was. I felt like it was a ceremony, but maybe it wasn't, maybe it wasn't. Who am I to say? That's for her to say what was on her mind. And the people are so nice to me, And then I said, well, maybe, what I would like to do is have a business relationship with her also, where she can handle my affairs, like she's getting older. I think her birthday is August the 27th. I think, and she, she still has that natural self about her, where if she can become a businesswoman and be just as wonderful and beautiful and successful. And I say, wow, that would be nice if she could be close with me and we could become acquainted like that, where she could help me with my affairs. This show, people, I know I'm a show, my books. And so, matter of fact, a lot of people, if you have read the book, it says Neha DePia and Thurman, or Thurman and Neha DePia. One of the books, I think, is A Giant New Wednesday. I hope she's not angry at me, I know when I was in New York, she got the Angry Bird Award. So I hope she's not angry, Because I do all this because I'm trying to get next to her. I want her to be my girl, stuff like that. I'll tell the truth. I'll tell everybody the truth. I'm not going to lie about it, because if I tell a lie about it, then I'm the one that's not going to be a good leader. My leadership behavior is going to be based on a lie, and my leadership behavior is not based on a lie. Not that I'm leading people or leading anybody else, and not that I'm leading her, but I'm a leader of my own self, my own tie. You see, and I don't want to get my tie in no kind of situation where the trust between me and my tie is dissolved. We have a strong trust. He knows about that. It's like a father who knows about the girl that you like, and is going to give you good advice as a man, and to keep your manhood and things like that. We got that kind of relationship, and it's a wonderful relationship. But like I said, now what the main thing was, most people know that maybe a couple of years ago on the IntelliStress website, their calendar writers and IntelliStress profile management, we had a game going on, a meditation game and so forth, and we had an artificial agent called Maria. A lot of people was interested in that. So the plan was to get at least a million members, within 3 years. A million members at $30 per member a year, and which would bring an income in of $30 million a year for us to live on. Now, I knew that and I'm not going to lie, I knew that she had many fans and followers. And I knew that we could achieve our goal because of that $30 million. We was going to offer millions of dollars in prize money. Although me and her was going to, keep our part of the money, and maybe pay for that mansion cash. So these were my plans. This is what I have been thinking about as far as she is concerned. That is what I've been thinking about. And the members is a membership thing, which was a planned membership thing, where you could win new homes, you could win new cars, boats and stuff like that, furniture, and millions of dollars. You could win 10,000, 100,000. A couple of million. So it was a very enjoyable thing. Plus, we would have different programs as far as getting together for the members on vacation time and stuff like that. Well, we could have a lot of fun, just a lot of fun. So I figured that she might be interested in that. And I said, hey, Neha, if you are, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to create a better relationship between you and I. I don't want nothing to happen to you. Definitely not. I want you to be safe. I want you to come to New York, and so we can talk. And especially if you have the consent of Mr. Pia and Mr. DePia and your fans and the people of India. Because I know there's nothing happening unless they give their consent. Now I know I'm not perfect, and I drink alcohol, and sometimes I smoke, sometimes, not all the time. But those are the only habits that I got. Otherwise, I'm business, And I'm not so outgoing with people, I'm usually a pretty quiet person. But I really like to have a nice, warm, nice relationship. And, I have to tell you now because, you don't know how I felt when I heard that, there was an incident. So I said, whoa, let me explain this to everybody right now, before anything happens. So Neha, think about this, and like I said, I don't have my tie on, but I wear a tie, But this is the nature of the thing, These are my feelings. This is how I feel. I like to have a wonderful time. I like to party, and I like to do the things that a girl expects a guy to do, But I do put on my tie, but I don't want my tie to get in the way of a warm relationship, okay? So this is Thurman saying, I hope to see you and get well and drive carefully, please, please.